R is for rejection. That is a word that is horrifying and upsetting and to be expected. If you apply to 30 film festivals, you will be lucky if you get into 10 of them. Let me say that again. If you apply to 30 film festivals, you're doing great if you get into 10 of them. Most films get a lot of rejection, and it's hard. It's hard even when you apply to that big film festival that you know you don't have a good likelihood of getting into. It is painful to hear, "We don't want your film." I don't care how nicely they write the letter. I don't care how much they say, "Oh, we had so many applicants and you're still amazing and keep going." It's painful. Like, part of me wishes those letters just said, "You've been rejected, accept that." Because all those kind words really don't help, and it's not their fault. I mean, they're being kind. They're leading with kindness. That's great, but it really doesn't help. It's painful. So let's talk about dealing with rejection. Rejection is everywhere. It's in everyone's life, whether it's dating, job interviews, auditions. I hear that actors can audition for 200 things and only get into one or two. It's hard. There's a lot of people out there trying to do exactly what you're doing, whatever it is. So how do you deal with rejection? I'm no expert except in my own life. So in that sense, I'm a huge expert. The first thing I do is I allow myself to feel like crap about it. Not for days, for moments, sometimes a few hours, sometimes overnight if it's something I really had my heart set on. And then I remind myself of how many people wanted to get into that film festival. And then I also do something nice for myself. It's very important that you have things that you can do for yourself that will make you feel better and get past that. Whether it's going out with a friend or it's sitting down and writing another script. Sometimes it's saying, "Aha, I'm going to apply to this other film festival. Take that." That works. The key is not to go out spending money you can't afford to spend because you're upset. I've seen people do that. They just start applying to every film festival online that they don't even care about. Or they go out and spend tons of money to make themselves feel better. That's not a good way to cope. But find things that make you happy that were within your budget and have them in the back of your head. So when these things go on, you have something nice to do for yourself that propels you forward, that takes you out of that. Sometimes you just need to take a break from everything. Go for a walk. Whatever works for you. But remember, 2,000 people might apply for a slot in a film festival, and only 15 or 20 will get that slot. With a feature film. With shorts, there's more slots, but there's also more shorts being submitted to festivals. So the odds are basically the same. Get together with other filmmakers that you know and have them remind you how much they've been rejected. Filmmakers that you admire their work. That's a good way to remember, oh yeah, I'm in good company. Sometimes you can just go around wearing it with a badge. "I've been rejected from 10 film festivals this week." Yeah, go me. You're on your journey, and that's just part of it. And it does suck. It sucks. And you may say, well, maybe I applied to the wrong film festivals. It's possible. It's also possible they just got so many. It's possible your topic was done by so many people and they can't take 10 films on the same topic. It might be you went for a reach. Again, applying to a big film festival with a small film, the likelihood is you'll get rejected. And I always advise people apply to a big film festival at the very beginning because it's more affordable. So you're risking less financially. And also it gets into their hands at the beginning because that's before everything gets crazy and they're kind of sick of looking at films even though they love them, and it's just a better time. If you have a small film, I wouldn't apply at the late deadline. I know a lot of people do that, but most of the films have been picked by then. The programmers have their hearts set on certain films, and it's hard. It's hard to get in with a small film at a big film festival at that point. There are exceptions always, but I'd watch your wallet. That's just a way to avoid some rejection. But really embrace the rejection. Remember, it's a step towards getting into film festivals, right? If you're going to get rejected from 2/3, well, you have to get rejected from 2/3. So the more you're rejected, the more likely you'll get into something. It's also the order you're applying in, right? Usually people apply to their top film festivals first because they want premieres. All festivals want premieres, whether they're small or large, but certain ones require them, so you need to apply to those first. Those are, of course, more competitive, so you're likely to hit rejection at the beginning of your festival journey, which is hard to keep going after that. It's like, well, I've been rejected from these 5 film festivals. I've only applied to 5. I suck. No, you don't. Go to the next level, go to the upper mid-level, go to the mid-level, and continue on. You will find a home for your film. Sometimes your film is just weird and people don't know what to do with it. Sometimes your film is too Hollywood for a film festival. It's too mainstream. Sometimes it's the opposite, right? It just depends on what that film festival wants. It has nothing to do with you as a filmmaker. It really doesn't. I know it sounds like bad dating advice, but it's true. It's true. Most people make decent films. Some have issues. I've gone to festivals where I've watched blocks of shorts and I'm like, I get why they took it. This person was trying to do this. They didn't quite achieve it. Sometimes festivals have room to do that and sometimes they don't. But that doesn't mean you're a failure. That means you went for something. That's great. You tried to do something unique. That's wonderful. Don't let the rejections get you down. Instead, try to lean towards the other R word, which is resilience. Now, resilience does not mean just keep going, keep going, keep going. Because if you do that, you'll burn out. Think of an athlete, right? Let's say they're a gymnast and they're trying to learn a new trick in the air. Pardon, I don't know the terminology for what they do. I love watching it, but I don't know anything about it. But they're trying to do some new exciting thing in the air and they fall. So they try it again and they fall. If they keep doing it over and over again and keep falling, they're going to get hurt. Sometimes they have to take a break, step off the mat, and when they're ready, they come back on, and eventually they get that. That's a good way to look at resilience. It's not continuing on and banging your head against a wall. It's not giving up on yourself and accepting that you will be rejected. You will sometimes be accepted. It's all catch as catch can kind of thing. And you just need to move forward at your pace. If you get 10 rejections in a week, maybe take a step away. Go on a hike. Go do something you like to do that has nothing to do with filmmaking, and then come back to it when you're ready. I have heard so many filmmakers say they're quitting filmmaking. I've done it myself. I'm quitting. That's it. So let yourself have that. And then a week or 2 later, you'll be back writing your next thing. You will. It's not all over. That's what resilience is, giving yourself a little space to accept the rejection and then move forward again. Sometimes it is sitting down right away and saying, well, I had these 3 festivals I was going to apply to this week anyway, so I'm going to do it now. Sometimes that is being resilient. Whatever works for you, but you must take care of yourself. If you just keep trying to force yourself to write the next thing or apply to just tons of film festivals, you're going to go broke and you're going to go crazy. So be resilient. Take care of yourself. Don't let the rejection get you down.